Right guys, I've got zdrag here with me, who's going to be casting for the first time on NAV Gaming TV. Mr. zdrag, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are you?
Good and you, man. Listen, unlucky on that game there, man. Yo, your Oaks looked promising in the first half, but then, I don't know. Well, I don't know what happened. Can you tell me?
Yeah, I gotta say we bottomed out a bit on the end there. I think the guys got that. We had some intense games going overtime and like really had to put in 120% because teams we played against were quite a lot better than we were. So big ups to the guys. I think they all played like incredibly well, way past our actual skill. But then in the end, I think just got outplayed there by LiB. Couldn't pull out any more tricks.
Yeah, I mean, you guys kind of, you know, rocking a 4th position in this comp was actually very impressive. I mean, I didn't expect, to be honest, because you guys are a new team, I didn't expect you guys to, you know, get this far. But you guys really overwhelmed a lot of the spectators, I believe, like, well, a lot of the critics, I believe, with this result. And I think you Oaks did bloody well, to be honest. I mean, it was an awesome result. They're getting 4th place in the competition. But now, I mean, you know, what's the plan forward?
I think the guys got a lot of confidence, realized we can compete with these teams. Our communication, discipline in-game was equal versus IM, if I have to say so myself. So we're just going to continue building on that. Because if something's working, there's no need to change it. So we're just going to stick to our formula. And hopefully, we can go forward from here and get more high-placed results in tournaments.
Yeah, no, I believe you Oaks will. I mean, you Oaks really shut a couple of mouths up, I believe. And then just quickly getting to this losers bracket final between Ian and LiB here. What's your take on this? Or who do you think is going to walk away with this victory?
It's tough to say today. Like doing upsets myself gives me the idea that I can see more upsets, but I think energy is just that step higher in terms of, you know, experience and playing together. And I think not going to be an easy game, but I think Ian's going to edge it out this time.
You're right, yeah. Yeah, I've pretty much got a very similar like an outlook on this game, because I mean, although I don't know if you watched the Ian and DC second map, DC like sure took Ian apart there 16-1 I think, or 16-2. That was quite a shock. I don't know if the guys were in focus or something wasn't right in the camp, but you know, like my personal opinion on this at the moment is, you know, Ian have got themselves a slightly easier opponent to take on now, Liberty, but Liberty has got that, you know, that tenacity to push it through all the way to the end, because they've had such hard games from the get-go in all the other cups, formerly known as Exabyte, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I've got lots of respect for the guys. But was playing an amazing game last game. I'm not sure, is Sunny subbing for them now?
Well, Sona is, I think Sona is going to be a possible fit for the team. They're trying him out. They did register him as a substitute, so I don't know. Like, you know, he's really added great value to the side by the looks of it.
So last game he was carrying, he was just amazing shots and just keeping the mid side steady off there. So he was giving us a lot of time up mid there. So I think Sunny is a great addition to any team, to be quite honest.
Have you managed to connect into the Go TV?
I am in the Go TV. Where's that auto?
Press C, just for auto director. It enables it. So you'll see that if it pops up, yeah, if it pops up, then it means that it's not on. So it's best to just keep an eye on that. Because auto director kind of, it's about 80%, 90% accurate at the time. But obviously, you know, things like overviews and map scores and stuff, as you talk, I'll try and, you know, activate that and let the viewers know what's spotting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So is jy reg vir die game, dude? Is jy reg vir die game?
Yeah. Come on, roll.
Yeah, no, I've got a couple of beers in now, just in celebration for you guys actually making 4th position. So I think everything is going to be.
I'll eat myself a bit of a horse.
Yeah, in Afrikaans fashion, yeah.
Right, they're going into knife, but there's only 4 players on the terrorist side for EN. I don't know who we are waiting for. It looks like PC is the player missing for EN.
No, he's been having disconnection issues throughout the throughout the competition. I've seen him disconnect a couple of times.
That's an absolute frustration, because if you look at our game as well, all the Pretoria people are lagging incredibly hard. TC's from Pretoria, Nefan is from Pretoria, Balsand is from Pretoria, and those are the hard people at the moment.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't know what's going on. So Pretoria might have some type of congestion issue, but hopefully that subsides.
Well,
Maybe
just quick. Yeah, yo, that is quite high, eh?
Yeah, and I think it might have something to do with Afrihost, because I was on Afrihost, thing was terrible, moved to Access from a friend's account, and now I'm playing with 10 ping or so might also be the ISP at this moment.
Yeah, there's probably an interconnect issue at this moment in time. I'm having issues myself just trying to broadcast games. From time to time I try to because we're streaming to international servers, that's kind of like, now and then there's a bit of a drop here, a bit of a drop there, if you know what I mean.
Is there a way for us to communicate with the players here?
No, we actually quite, I think we're about 2 minutes or 3 minutes behind them,
2
so...
minutes delayed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they probably have started already. Not sure. So, there we go. TC has joined the terror side for Ian. When the warm-up goes 0, when the timer goes to 0, we might see the warm-up over, and they will be knifing long. You could correct me if I'm wrong, Burning, but I think there's you knife, and then one team chooses side, the other team starts the elimination.
That's right, yeah.
The map at the end of the game. I personally do like picking sides. Since you do have a hand in the elimination, picking sides is just so much nicer. So knifing would be crucial for any team. Seems so silly running around with knives and just thing at each other, but it does make a big difference. Also does make a mental difference. Winning a knife round just puts you in a more positive, and it helps the first round. Oaks are more fired up.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. The reason why it's best of one is obviously because of time constraints. This is a one-day cup, so we have to kind of squeeze all the games in within like reasonable time. I mean, we don't want guys playing till like 4 o'clock in the morning. That's why we changed the grand final or the ultimate final to best of 3 instead of a best of 5. So the last competition was a single elimination competition where there was a best of 5 at play. But that's the thing. Like, we have to try and cater for the players so they don't play too much here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes me think back when we played in Mayhem. Everybody came from over the country, had a great comp, but unfortunately, your planning does not always work. So we went into quite a late. I think the finals was played at 3 a.m. and by that time, if you started on the Saturday at 10 a.m. and you end on the Sunday morning at 3 a.m., you see it that it's best quality anymore. So making a loser bracket was great, but making it best of 1 was even better.
Yeah,
wonderful. And I think from the end, everyone else, Nate, I think you'd like to thank you for making this possible. It's quite well done for the one-man show.
It's actually a 2-man show.
We had lots of fun.
Force is helping out. But he's been more focused on playing with his team at the moment. So yeah, it's kind of been a one-man show, etc. I've kind of taken the responsibility of Force's head, so he can focus on his team. Like EC, one of the top contending teams at the moment. They obviously just need to sort out their little bits and bobs as every other team. Okay, before this knife round goes in, I'm just going to go quickly grab a beer. I'll be back in a couple of seconds.
Right. Great lineup, yeah. Liberty, I think Liberty's gonna make an absolutely wonderful team. They keep playing like they do currently. If Sona joins, then we might just see another powerhouse. Talented is here. Fortunately, Con and he has some really bad lag issues at the moment. They seem not to be bothered. Did it go? And there goes the restart. We're going to the knife round. And players just getting in their last warm-up shots. Somebody voted no. Oh, the vote failed, so we're not gonna start as of yet. I think the players are making the last attempt at
Okay, I'm back.
down to 100. It's not the worst. It's better than the 250 we saw earlier. So talking about the players' pings here, right? And
Yes.
like Ian will be playing with the two original lineup players having 100 plus ping. So
Yeah, that's going to affect them quite a bit.
bad. I don't know if it's going to be bad for them or for the opposing team, but wait and see.
Yeah, just looking at the current lineup here, I mean, obviously the two existing players from EN, TC and Nefon, like sitting with quite a high bunch of ping. That's going to be quite a bit detrimental to them. I mean, they need to try and find out, you know, is there another account or etc. that they can rather use. That's why there's a delay on this game, which, you know, there should be, the final should be starting off shortly. And you know, it's a little bit, you know, a little bit delayed once more. But luckily, we've got a best of 3 finals, so it's not a best of 5 that the guys will be playing into 5 o'clock in the morning or type of story. You know what I mean? Guys have to work.
Okay, Nate, just get some volume there on the mic. Messages from Oak saying I'm a bit soft here on the street.
Are you a bit soft? Okay, so just give me a second here. Quickly up your volume. Say something?
Right.
Hello?
Go.
Okay, I think you sound a little bit better now. We'll just have to check with the guys if they can hear you properly.
How's the sound, guys? Can you hear me properly?
That sound a bit better, yeah. You sound louder. So you want to take the knife run away? Well, not yet.
Not yet.
If you want to, you can take the knife run away. I can sit here, drink beer, just kind of chill for a bit, because, you know, I've been casting solo pretty much the whole day. Would be nice to watch a game.
I can take over from you. And
well, we can do like a little like, round for round thing if you can. Here's your first co-cast with me, so you might just think about putting up the zdrag show on a Saturday night or a Sunday night where you cast in Afrikaans or something like that. I don't know. It's an idea.
We've got some Afrikaans fans, yeah, I think they appreciate it.
Dude, have you seen Reddit's in his Afrikaans cast?
I've not seen it yet.
In Dota.
Have to take a look.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's like you have to sit there with a beer in the hand, having a braai with the mates, stuff, you know, like that type of feel to it. You want to?
No, proper Afrikaans. I can give the Oaks Afrikaans. If that's what the people want, that's what the people get.
Yeah, we have to try it out at least to see if the guys would like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean I know we've got at least 3-4 Afrikaans listeners at the moment that I know of, so that would be quite cool.
Yeah.
Huh. There goes Balsamba. It seems like they are replacing Balsamba with a player with less lag. I think that's going to annoy the EN players since they have 2 lagging players, but No response yet. So hopefully these oaks could fully start. Oh, the chirping has started there. Yusuf congratulating Rip. A wonderful warm-up round. Possibly the best of his life.
Well, Rip played a very good game against you guys yesterday. Sorry, a couple of minutes ago. And I don't know why I just said yesterday, but anyway. Yeah, he played a fantastic CT game there. He was solid in the B, you know, which is interesting to see. I mean, I haven't seen him... Like, he's been a very influential player on the side. He's been very, how do I say, consistent. But, you know, from time to time, yeah, he's been pretty up and down. But lately, he's just really performing for the LiB side. So, you know, let's see if he can do it now against the Ian team.
I think consistency is always going to be a problem in South African gaming, since we don't have gaming houses, we don't have folks sitting for 6 to 7 hours practicing for a comp. So lots of these players come from not playing too much CS through the week and get to the weekend, and if you're not in a good vibe on the weekend, then be off a bit. Whereas pro players, they might have off games, but practicing so much makes you so consistent. So when they're bad, they're not that bad. And South African teams are suffering from that, but it looks like everyone has played lots of CS today. Ian and Liberty has fought their way through this bracket, so everyone's warmed up. We'll be seeing a skilled game from both. I don't think we're going to see one team bottom out at this stage.
Yeah, I seem to have issues with my ADSL account, my Afria's ADSL account connecting at the moment. But I am getting a little bit of lag, but my latency is very low. It's like 10 milliseconds at the moment. I don't know. Yeah, it's strange because it's going up and it's disconnecting and reconnecting. If you know what I mean.
Mine is quite weird. It's between 6 and 150.
Sure, that's random, dude.
Yeah, but I see here my rates are quite low. Seems like I can't be changing my rates here. Okay, I see Liberty has gotten their next star sub there in the form of Hackham. It's from Cape Town, so you should not have a lag issue.
Yeah.
Okay, the players are moving out for their knife round.
Take it away.
Alright. And forming a nice line, isolating. Oh. Yusuf taking down player. At the moment it's just a wild thing. Looks like Liberty. Yeah, Liberty just completely cut through Ian there. And the captains should be choosing their maps now.
No, I mean...
I'd really like to see them play... Actually, sorry. I'd really like to see them, get away from Dust a bit. Play something exotic. Maybe Mirage. Maybe, Season, Inferno. But that's just me. Just tired of Dust. And it seems like they'll be moving to Inferno. That was quick.
Yeah, just looking at the result that Ian had previously on Inferno against DC, I would have expected them to kind of just leave that map out. You know what I mean? Yeah, sure, okay. Very interesting decision. I think Ian still are pretty much favourites in a sense to take this one. I do believe that it is sitting in their ball court at the moment if they're going to screw it up or not. But they've got the experience, like you said. Compared to the Liberty side, Liberty got some old 1.6 players, etc., playing in them, playing in the squad. But I think it's more so around just team gelling at the moment. Now Liberty playing with a sub Hackham. Yeah, that could be good for them, or it could be bad for them. So it's kind of like a gamble, if you know what I mean.
Yes, and you also see Sunny as a as a sub for them, since I know Waz is Liberty. I don't know what the status is there at the moment, why he's not playing, but they have Waz and Bounce, then it's Lighter, Ripped, and it's who's that last player of them?
The last player would be Balsamba. But you see, the thing is with Waz at the moment,
Balsamba.
Waz has actually retired from competitive gaming, according to a rumor. But you know, the thing is that I know Waz is a very strong player for the side, but you know what makes a good side is the ability to take in a new member and being able to adapt on the fly with that member, if you know what I mean. Obviously, provided that the new member is good, he's got the ability to aim and listen to commands from the captain calling. But that's type of feel, you know, that's what I believe is a very good team.
Absolutely agree with you there. Sorry, I'm just seeing here things looking a little bit better. Nafan was hitting top 300. He's now only at 84, which is not perfect, but much more manageable than.
Yeah, he's an input player for the Ian side. I mean, he really got the shots off pretty well when necessary, playing against teams previously to DC. So, you know, if he kind of has lagging issues, well, that's going to be not so great for him. This is funny to see Ian Sona playing up against him there, but Sona obviously being reduced now to their 6th or their 5th, so he's obviously possibly looking for a new side.
Yes, wondering if he's looking for a new side. You know, Sonny subbing for quite some time. He subbed for Cream, he subbed with Ian, then he played for Ian, then he subbed for LiB, now he's playing for LiB, so seems like Sonny is not getting his sit completely well. I don't know why he didn't stay with Ian. I do know the reason Ian excluded gold, and it looks like Sonny just faded somehow. I was away from it. I don't know what happened there.
Well, the thing is, it could be a political issue within the team, a bit of a problem there. But you know, just thinking about it now, you know, maybe just Ian needed something to refresh their individual skill. As we can see, we can't even see TC's gun there because of the lag. So he's going to be playing on quite a high latency. So is Nefan. This is going to be a problem for the Ian side because Ian, you know, they got really dominated by DC there in the second map, and I think that probably was because of the lag. I don't know. I didn't keep tabs on the lag, but just looking at it at this moment.
Big mid there from Sunny. That guy's long-range pistol is just unbelievable. We can see Ian here moving up banana. It looks like they're going to try and take a banana pick. Team's quite split up at the moment. And they're moving in. It's a full breach B. Great grenade landing there from Ripped. Bounces on low HP. Gets taken down by Nefan. And it's going to be hard to get back in here. Creek rotate there from Liberty. Just waiting for the last player with Elusive picking off a nice one there. Reach is a bit slow, we don't see a lot of nades and flashes. Comes the flash, but the choke point here at backstage, nicely defended here by Zeratrons. And it's quite an easy, almost made it look really comfortable running in there. And it's just TC dying on that rush. Ian is taking the initiative quite earlier, getting a nice lead. I like Ian's way of being very aggressive. You know, they know what they're doing. They don't need to wait.
Interesting play, yeah.
Nice. Kratos going down the middle with Vacuum, getting a shot off. Liberty very low after the aiding escapade there down Banana. The bomb moving up Banana. Liberty is split into one play in A, one play in B. Great pick off there by Ripped, so it would be in vain. Bomb will be planted now by Ian.
Now, just looking at the current situation here, you know, Liberty obviously trying to defend it off there, but Ian having the firepower going into the second round here and managing to secure themselves, although it's kind of a beneficial map there, around there for the Liberty side, managing to pick off 3 of the Ian players. So now we're going to be going into round 3 here, where we've got 4 of the guys with AK-47, still the save round coming in from the Liberty side. And just quickly looking at the overview, quite a push down here from the Liberty team on the mid-side area, and they're getting the flak now from the gun of Zero Chance. He takes out Hacker first off, then he gets support from Nefon, and aggressive play from Liberty, not paying off at the moment. Nefon on low HP, Zero Chance kind of on low HP there, on 63 only, and there's the breach into the A-side area. Ripped has obviously called it, but he has only got Bounce to support him. And looking at this moment in time, Ian have got the upper hand because they've got the guns. I mean, it's really just a kind of like a uniform type of strat that just got played there.
Alright, now we see there's money for LiB. They could now defend their sides properly. Have to laud Ian there for playing really defensively, letting those pushes and nades hit them really hard. But I have to say, Liberty putting the pressure on, making Ian feel it. And let's see now what the players are up to. Really love to see some fast play by Ian. They are playing defensively down second middle, so getting themselves picked off. There, Nafan, wonderful pick there by Nafan. Absolutely cleared B, and it's an open side now. I suspect Ian will go to the B side now. LiB rotating really fastly. Nafan and their chances left to secure the site. Nafan playing very aggressive, but no need there. Ian is already in the site. The bomb has been planted, and it's 3 versus 5 here. Power Liberty, I just save this one because highly doubt they'll take this one.
Yeah, now I can.
Goes the save call.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with you there. Save call there, in effect there, so the Liberty guys kind of disappearing quickly into the A side area. They're going to be defending off A by the looks of it. Hack'em also just kind of sitting on that staircase there. As the energy guys, this is what they love to do. They love to try and chase down the guys. And Nefon always the leader in that kind of the chase down. And he gets picked off, then TC kind of returns it there. Yeah, I mean, your thoughts at this moment, a very aggressive start here for the Ian side. They've got the finances in their hand. A bit of a snowballing effect on Liberty. What's your take?
Yeah, it takes any good team to go and say, okay guys, we're down 4 rounds, they have momentum, let's slow down a bit, let's focus and let's take this back. It's always possible, but it's always harder for the team coming back than the team that has the momentum. So I think Ian will have to make a mistake here not to get momentum going forward. But let me not speak too quickly. I see Hakim here in-house with a new pistol. That pistol being able to take out an armored player in close combat. So it's an effective weapon to have at this stage. But Ian just peeking at the middle for Liberty. Putting a smoke down, just waiting for it to clear. Looks like they're spreading through house there. Hakim just patiently waiting. Gonna see a nice hit here on Ace very soon. And here comes the flashes. Ian enter. Looks like they're going left side. They're going through spawn side. Remains to be seen if they run through. So just come around back to A. Hakim gets taken out. They come back to A and they surround the side. Let's take there by Ian. Clean take. Have not lost the player yet round. They completely wasted Liberty there. Liberty was saving. They didn't give away any free kills there. Lighter just sitting at the back, saving his gun. So yeah, if Liberty buys now, we might see them try and retake what's happening here. I've seen lots of Ian games on Inferno that got this down to, which makes me ask the question, if these is ripping Ian to the ground like that, and Ian's doing this to Liberty, then you know, DC must be at a great place at the moment.
Yeah, I think so. You know, like it's really you know, just looking at the skill level from DC on this particular map and what they did to Ian, you know, makes me think a little bit like, wow, okay. Ian's doing this to Liberty at the moment, 5-0 up now. Now going into the round here, as we can see, the Ian side kind of taking up that second mid position. This is the standard strat they play all the time, and that default hold is going to be picked out by the DC guys. So the DC guys are obviously doing their homework. That is the key thing here. Liberty, maybe not, when it comes to crunch time or game time, they kind of don't think about it, where they watch the casts or they watch the demos, etc., and then they think to themselves, oh yeah, okay, sure, okay, we need to do this. But they don't realize that, you know, Ian have a very uniform strat in this game. Now, as we look at the overview here, they're all clumped up at B. That's the fakie that they throw. Here they go, breaching the B-side area. And let's see what Ripped and Bounce can do. They've smoked off Ripped and Bounce, in actual fact. So this is an easy breach here for the Ian team. Taking out Ripped there. And then Sauna also, you know, falling victim to one of the Ian bullets. Hacker managing to pick off one there as well. So does Bounce. So Bounce is still around, which is lucky. He's lucky to do so. But just looking at this kind of setup, do you believe that, you know, looking at demos, etc., is going to be influential in the team's gameplay? Being able to study the other team.
Oh, look at that. And that wasn't... That was really incredible. That was great there by Lighter. They just waited for the smoke to subside. I think Energy didn't really take their positions really well. They exposed themselves a lot, and Liberty took advantage of that, and they retook the site. Even though they were not together the whole time, they kept doing damage. They kept getting picks, and they caught Ian off guard. And as you said earlier, Ian has got this uniform strat. So, you know, even though they flash well, they smoke well, they do tend to be predictable. So other teams get to catch on quite early what they're doing. And I think that's where not only Liberty, but also DC will get a bit of an overhand, what, you know, if regards to strat at the moment. But I do think Ian's aim is just incredible if you look at how Nearfun and Elusive is just like clicking heads. So it's going to be a hard contest there.
Well, the other question I've got to ask you, like when it comes to an Ian DC kind of engagement, do you think it's more of a psychological kind of effect that these two, well, this team has when playing a team like DC, and going into a game like this where they play someone like Liberty, they kind of just know their role and they know that they're dominant. You know, they kind of just shouts out to me. Good shot there from Bounce, managing to get a pick off there as the rotate happens from the CT side. But anyway, my question still stands. What do you think?
Oh, just hang on a second there. Looks like Sunny picked off the punch. And the Ian player is not really supporting, you know, giving time for Liberty to rotate here. They need to get the bomb down. They need to set that sense of urgency for the players to rush to that site. Nefon a bit nervous to plant the bomb there. He has to get it down. And a step there from Hakim. Hakim gets taken down by Nefon. Zero chance, taken out by Sonia, and Nefon decides to fall back a bit. He's got the bomb. He's trying to do a fake. And it might be working a bit. They are sending back a player.
He's running out of time.
Time has run out. I do admit I did not look at the time.
But that's my question though, like with regards to DC Ian, that type of game, why does Ian not produce the results as what they do here against the other teams? Is it? Do you think it's a psychological thing?
Absolutely psychological thing, but I always say this about DC, and the thing is they are absolutely intelligent when it comes to reading an opposing player. It takes them about 3 rounds to figure out what you're doing as T. That's why it's always critical to kind of have like 2 rounds doing the same type of thing and then split it up completely, rotate your AWPer, do unsuspecting peaks. You have to keep wondering, but Ian just keeps bashing at DC's or DC takes 3 rounds to understand what's coming and they set up the systems necessary to stop it. So Ian's going to have to start being more creative. They're going to have to start thinking more, you know, proactively when they play. Because it's almost as if they have made up their minds before the game what they're going to do and how it's going to pan out. And that really just goes into DC's favor.
Yeah.
I see flashes hitting up mid, sorry, and they're up mid already. Zero chance is taking to that Sunny. Sunny just waiting patiently in the corner. And Smoke is the only thing that's splitting Lighter from the rest of the group. Oh, Sunny gets 2 nice picks. Lighter spamming there through the smoke, getting the pick, leaving Zero chance in the house. And again, strats are starting to fall apart now, as I've said earlier. This is their standard A-take strat, and Liberty has caught on and started rotating really quickly into it. So they're now stuck with having to reboot their plan, because their B strat has been uncovered, their A strat has been uncovered. The onus is on Ian at the moment to take the initiative and maybe do something else, you know, catch Liberty off guard.
Yeah, now that's one thing I've noticed here from the Ian side. They do the uniform kind of default hold here in the A side area, and it's really easily spotted. But this is something I kind of mentioned. Did Liberty do their homework? And it looks like Liberty has, because they're kind of expecting Ian to kind of play that type of game. Goals getting the one pick there on Hackham, and now you know there's a bit of a choice here for the Ian side as they've eliminated and forced the rotate on the mid side area from the B. Now they're going up the B side area. Elusive is staying behind, causing that kind of a decoy effect. The other smoke's going to play, and Ian already have they've got their positioning right here. But you know, Bounce getting a pick off there on Zero chance, you know, that is one of the factors that you need to keep into consideration when breaching a site. You will lose players, but nonetheless, they're in the site now. The nades are going off left, right, and center. They have secured the site. Do they re-smoke it? That is the question I also ask. Great play from the Bulls here. But my question now is, why don't they re-smoke it again? Because they're only using 2 smokes to breach. That re-smoking really makes a big difference, I believe.
Well, you're absolutely right. They don't give themselves that long defense that the smoke offers, especially then CT spawn. And I also think they should maybe try and get that smoke in, you know, backside a bit deeper in, keep the players out completely. Because even though Goals did get those pick-offs, he exposed himself to be killed there. And, you know, Ian counter-flashing, counter-smoking, and counter-nading much better that time. And, you know, it looked much better. If, you know, it's like the 2009-2010 Bulls rugby team. You know what's coming, but you can't stop it.
Yeah, no, agreed there, as you can see.
Picks off there.
Yep.
Lighter on Goals. He on his own, yeah. And gets picked off by Lighter, and the defuse comes. And there's a great, you know, example of smoking the left side, getting pumped through it, losing 2 players. And if you lost 2 players, you're up against 3 players, and you have to worry about 2 rotating. Really puts pressure on a team losing 2 players.
Yeah.
No matter who you are.
That's the one thing I've noticed as well. When it comes to teams playing, I don't see a lot of re-smokes, and I don't see a lot of like, I see that initial smoke taking place to kind of breach a site and cancel off one breach point, but I never see re-smokes from any team, really, and it's something that a lot of overseas teams do. So as we go into the round here, great pick up there from Rip on Goals, and then, you know, counter here from the Ian side as they manage to pick off Ripped and Bounce. So it's a 3-on-4 situation, and the Ian team kind of not smoking there as per usual, causing a little bit of an issue here for themselves, you know. But good play here from Nefon nonetheless, getting the pick off on Lighters, and Bravado now, Hackham coming on from behind, because I just see his name there. The sub here for the Liberty side, he's going to try and see if he can make a difference here. He tries to go for the pick-off, and, you know, Hackham's just one of those guys that don't really play that much CS. I think he more so focuses on playing Battlefield, because he's a Battlefield player. But he is contributing to the team quite well, getting 2 pick-offs there. Trying to go for the defuse, gets a 3rd, doesn't get the 4th, and Ian just walk away there. I mean, that is actually not a bad round there for the Ian side, you know, coming to think of it, it was kind of like a semi-save.
I'm a bit worried for Now, I thought they, for Liberty there, I thought they'd send Ripped to the B side, as they are doing, and it looks like he's having a bit of a hard time. He's not defending his B side as well as he does on Dust, but let's wait and see. Maybe he can put it back here. Maybe just play a bit more defensive, not go out and peek. The Fun is good at picking off players. You don't want to expose yourself like that. TC jump into house. Will be found by Sunny soon. He's found, but Sunny is stuck in the corner. It's taken out there by TC. Drops for middle. Looks like it's going to be a middle strat. Bounce taking down 2 players there. Trades with the 0 chance. Elusive getting the pick on Hackham. Just, you know, all around good picking off. Playing a bit slower, getting your kills, and it's working for Ian at the moment. Forcing Lighter to once again save his gun. Like Lighter will just move here in the house, maybe try and pick off a player or 2, get a gun. Will not advance anymore. But I must say, you know, Ian playing a bit better here, executing the obvious strats lots better. Lighter gets a pick there off on Nefan.
Well, Nefan always seems to be the head of that kind of like search and destroy team, you know what I mean? Like he's always the first one out there trying to search and destroy. Very good, it's a very good thing for a team, you know, they don't want to give the other guys the guns. They're trying to eliminate those guns and force the save. So,
must say, that's another point thinking back about DC versus Ian. You've got a guy like, you know, Nefan going out taking the point, where DC's got a guy like Hellhound, both very talented players. Hellhound just, you know, a bit more experience, and I think Hellhound sets up the breaches for his team a bit better than Nefan does. Nefan is a bit, you know, slouchy when he goes in. He often gets the pick, maybe 2, but dies, where Hellhound, you know, gets a pick, you know, rotates or retreats into a more covered position with his teammates, and you know that having that extra player, especially Hellhound, who's your cover or your point taker and, you know, a solid player, it's great having him there with you when you do defend the side. So I think DC has a bit more depth regarding that. I see Liberty once again letting Ian get into B. I don't know if it's their strat or if they're just struggling to keep up that initial wave, but I don't think it's too great having to retake the side every time.
yeah, but you just look at it now quickly. You see Ian breach there brilliantly. Right smoke, backstage smoke, everything's there. But where's the re-smokes? I mean, look at it. Look at them now. They've all brought up smoke grenades, but you just don't see them with the re-smoking. It's something that they need to look at. I mean, every single team has actually brought up smokes here. Even Liberty's got 4 smokes in hand. They should try and smoke up those choke points. Try and re-smoke it so that they can avoid the push from the Ian side, and that will then basically buy them some time. So just looking at the round now, at the moment, it's a standard setup again here from the Ian side. They are obviously on the prowl, trying to see if they can get a pick. They know it's not DC. They know the aiming is not as great as the DC guys. So they are a little bit more aggressive. But there we go. As you can see, Sauna kind of nading goals there and posing a bit of a problem here as that bomb is now moving towards the B side area. So already 9-4 up. The Ian side really are posing to be quite a threat to the Liberty side in order to in order for Liberty to actually walk away going into the grand finals. Good play there from Rip, managing to pick off one. Then he gets picked off by Nefan. He's still got his teammate here in the B side area. Bounce managing to pick off one. So good crossfire here from Sona as well. And then Bounce then isolating off the Ian player. And the score's now 5-9. So a little bit of a bite back there from the Liberty side. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, Liberty does have the firing power, and as you said, if they just get their early picks, and if they just smoke those choke points, they can really stop Ian's large battering rams just hitting at their doors. And I agree with you completely. I think teams should, especially Ian B, Ripped and Bounce, they should smoke it, wait for the smoke to pass, next player should smoke, just buy yourself some time. It puts pressure on the terrorist team if they need to play against time. And see the smoke going up there, Rip spamming through it. And that's exactly what we were looking for. Hakim just waiting on the balcony. Good spread there by Ian. I think they're going for the pick off. Either Nafan or Goals will be getting a pick and will dictate where we'll be running to. Bit slower player from Ian. Ian, zero chance in Nafan running back. It looks like they are going to try hit on middle. And smoke is up. Right side of mid gets smoked. Completely flashbang there. Zero chance. Goes on Sunny. They're running around you on A. And the lighters being caught a bit off guard. Kim left alone to defend the site. And he eventually gets picked off. Ripped and bounced. Now it's the last round. They have to do it. Bit slow rotate here from Bounce, but he's here with Ripped. And good spread here from Ian. I think it's going to be hard to take out, but Gold's leaving himself exposed there. Oh, a great nade there. Now Bounce versus zero chance, zero chance. Just great pickoffs there. Next down Bounce, and the scores are left at 10-5 for Ian going into the second half. Your take there, Nathan. What do you think? What's the strategy that Liberty has to take now to retake this? Do they play aggressive? Do they put pressure on Ian, or do they play the same contained slow play, pull players out? What's your thoughts?
On the situation is that they force the rotate. That is really the key thing on the Ian side here, because as you can see, Ian has got the standard 3-2 kind of split here, and there is now the B push coming in here from the Liberty side. Now they must smoke it up like crazy, get a pick, then force the rotate. As you can see already, this is kind of what Liberty's doing. Look at that. Look at TC already moving that side. Ian is predictable in a way, because, you know, kind of watching teams like DC, and as you can see, there's a rotate happening from Nefon. He's coming down second mid, and then all of a sudden, look at this. Now Elusive is stuck in a situation. He does not know what he's doing. He's kind of going to go back to support the zero chance, but here, Liberty... Here goes Liberty now back into B. But very good crossfire play here from these two. And I will be honest here. The bomb is going to get down. And Ian are most likely going to take this round, but the bomb is down. You see, that's already the key thing here for the Liberty side. So
that
as
does
we...
give them...
Yeah?
That does give them does give them the chance to do a surprise fight either next round, if they have the guts to do it, or the next round. So where you usually have your pistol round and 2 save rounds, you now get the opportunity as Liberty, as T, to go and buy the third round and be more aggressive, usually catching the other team off guard. We'll wait to see if they do use it.
Yeah, but it's a forcing of the rotate. That is what you need to do if you want to beat Ian, because Ian, yes, they're going to have their 3-2 type of formation. Same with DC, but the thing is, DC is a lot more disciplined. They know when to rotate. They know when it's a fake. So if you can overcome that and actually make them realize that it's a legit rush, get a pick, force the rotate, boom. You got yourself a round one there, because all you need to do is then breach the site, isolate the site, make sure you get the 1 pick or 2 picks that's still there, and there we go. Just defend the bomb.
Ball's going on bounce there. The normal save round, just biting down on the players. Ian wins that round, putting them at a lead of 12-5. Liberty seem a bit out of ideas now. So as I expected, they are buying. It's not going to be a massive surprise. Ian does know that they did let Liberty plant the bomb there, so they are expecting their full buying. And 5 AKs here from Ferre's side, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens here. It's a normal spread, waiting to see if they can get their picks off. Elusive playing a bit outside. But retreats back.
You know what I would like to see here? You know what I would like to see here is that if they had a bit more rounds at play, which they do, technically. They've got 4 more rounds left until TC gets, till Ian gets it. TC getting the pick there on Ripped. But just quickly looking at it now, if they could do a normal spread and then a kind of a decoy, then a normal spread, then a decoy, etc., it's going to kind of put a lot of pressure on the Ian guys. At this moment in time, Goals and TC picking up his second kill there. They're really just locking down at the moment, getting the kills, and nothing really much coming from it at the moment. TC picking up a third. Lights is the only one getting a frag there for the Liberty side. He gets a second. He's got Nefon to contend with, who is on his right hand side, and then Elusive and zdrag both on his left. The bomb has been called out, and obviously here we go. Elusive is going to be the aggressor here and gets a pick and secures the 13th round there for Ian. But don't you agree with what I'm saying? You know, kind of have a bit of a variety. Play a default hold, then go for the decoy or the fake or whatever.
Maybe before they take, you know, try and do these 10 strats. What I see players do wrong, and it happened this game as well, and it happened to me as well when we were playing earlier, is on Inferno, when smoking middle, players tend to smoke right by the middle. So as a Russian team, you put yourself at a disadvantage because you leave the CT players at the other side of the smoke. They can hear your footsteps and they can just spam through it. Maybe smoke a bit deeper, then they have to come through the smoke to defend. And Elusive going there on Liberty, spamming through the smoke, and smoking themselves out there. Liberty shooting themselves on the foot right there. And now they're stuck on the side. They have to get the bomb down. But Elusive is having a great spray there on bounce. Lighter alone. Lighter gets picked off. That's 14-5. Ian showing the will to win here. Liberty looks like they're completely out of ideas at the moment. I don't know if they have enough time for a refresh. It's a mental thing, 5 rounds. It means you still need 10, 11 rounds to win. So I think Ian's going to pull through here. But hopefully Liberty learned a bit from the structured smoking and the structured flashing that Ian uses. And although we do criticize Ian for being a bit, you know, predictable, I still think they are a powerful team. They do work well together. So they were just a bit too much for Liberty to handle today.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you know, like I'm just trying to come up with like kind of solutions, playing for the slightly weaker sides. You know, that they play the stronger teams, etc. You know, everyone is kind of stuck in this rut where they need to kind of have a default hold, and that's all we do, and then we'll work the strat from there. People need to kind of also think about small basic fundamentals, you know, things like smoking far instead of close by. Like you mentioned, it's exactly what I've mentioned in the past, where it's more beneficial for a team to actually go and smoke far away than actually smoke close by, because now the opponent is going to basically hear you through the smoke, take 1 or 2 shots, pop one of your players, and there we go. Big problem. The other thing as well, now we're going to be going into possibly the last round here. There is a buy round now from the Liberty side and then from the Ian side. So, you know, the AWP now coming into Lights' hands as well, which is cool. What is he going to do with it? Let's just quickly have a look at Lights here. I mean, is he going to actually use it to Liberty's benefit? Because he needs to get up there. He needs to do quick scopes, or he needs to go for the pick straight away, because he can't sit there and nade around. That's really not something that you should do as an AWPer. Ian already getting 2 picks off there, so Liberty now 3v5 at the moment, in a bit of a predicament here. But just coming back to what I said, like basically, variety, that's what makes you a good team.
They're not, like you said, greatly. Light is just jumping around. Seems almost like he's waiting for someone to jump on his lap and get shot. But just adding on to what you said, variety, but as well as getting the, you know, the basics down before you start doing these crazy strats. Because in the old days, I remember like smaller teams would go this massive strat with flash this wall, smoke that hole, but the basic communication, working together, and you know, taking picks and moving with a team, making pairs, all those basic stuff that makes a good team, they tend to neglect. And you know, Liberty is just showing that they're getting shut down here completely because they're not really showing teamwork.
Well, there we go.
Got rolled on here. Rip's angry, leaves really quickly. But tickets for everyone.
Yeah,
wonderful
very
play
good.
there by Ian.
Good play. Good play. Definitely good play.
Absolutely solid. they are moving against DC now. I think that's going to be a much bigger challenge. But Ian's showing now that they do want to play CS, they do want to contest. And DC just, you know, I don't have much words. They've been playing together for years. They have experience. They have, you know, really smart players. And they have a caller in style which is, you know, not equal in South Africa. His game sense and counter-stratting is absolutely great. And, you know, it's on the fly. So if you're playing against DC, you don't come with, you know, a whole bag of fix, then you're going to get figured out pretty soon. And that's why DC is going to take this comp. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
But I do not think Ian's going to lay down. They are the
No,
only
not
team
this
that's
time.
able to stand up to DC, and let's hope they do. So I'm really keen for a tight match here.
So just quickly looking at the moment, we're probably going to start at 9 o'clock now, half an hour late on the grand final, but it is a best out of 3, so it's not too bad now. It's not too detrimental on the guys' time. zdrag, yeah, are you going to be around there for the grand final so we can co-commentate?
I think I'll give you a join. Like a quick little break, and I'll be back shortly.
Yeah, so guys, we're just going to have a quick break here, and then we will start the grand final here, best out of 3 between Energy and DC for the CSGO Sunday Cup, Sunday February Cup in the Sunday Series. So, you know, obviously points awarded now to these two teams. They're very good there from Nav Gaming and Liberty Gaming, managing to get up right up into 3rd and 4th position. Very good play there to zdrag as well, part of the Nav Gaming team. We will see you guys in the next couple of minutes, and we will then be ready to start the last match of this competition.
Sound muted. your chance, cause you'll never be the last in this world. With me in your mind, for your love just a word. We must change now to make a better place for our children. Try to save us, we're going in a bad direction. Take your chance, cause you'll never be the last.